I am really excited about being here tonight, and this particular presentation is, some of you know, I've been formulating and sharing nutritional products for actually more than 30 years now. That's incredible when I think about it. And the sale of these products, some of them have ranged in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And one thing I've learned about nutritional products is a good product has to be the core of a good company. And that's why I'm so excited about these core products we're going to be talking about tonight. And I've never been more proud of a family of products than I am of these wonderful products. And as this page says, these are products that can change your life. And I've had that happening now for quite some time. One of the things that I wanted to do when I developed this line was, again, develop a core line that filled a number of gaps that the majority of products are not dealing with. And we'll get into that more as I go through the presentation. But I wanted to create what we call functional foods, and these are foods that support natural healing. They're products that really do make a difference, and we could have chosen from dozens of different formulations. Now, I could have done vitamins, could have done weight loss pills, could have done protein powders, could have done meal replacements. But after all the years I've been in this industry, I've just seen some weak areas that really haven't been addressed well enough. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is our core line. And I've watched these products touch 4 generations in our family already. They've touched everybody from my 94-year-old mom to my 2-year-old grandson. My granddaughter, we were just up in Colorado visiting my daughter and my 2 of our grandkids. And our little granddaughter, she has a breakfast of champions. Every single morning she wants a NatraLife superfood shake. Her little grandson, who is 4 years old, he wants what he calls super sweet in his cereal every morning or on his oatmeal. And what he's talking about is the superfood. So it's really, really cute to listen to. And as we've gone through these months and these last few years, in our family, we've seen fewer illnesses, we've seen more energy, we've seen improvement in skin condition, especially in a couple of the teenage grandkids. We've seen better mental function, and that includes the old and young alike, from the students all the way up to my mom, who's in her 90s again. And she's experienced incredible results in the area of her mental clarity. We've seen weight loss. These products are life changers. Now, the products, as you probably know, are all natural. And I love this picture here because the field of the fresh things being grown just straight out of the earth. The superfood has more than 30 of these superfoods. It has fruits and veggies. It has high-quality brown rice protein. Now, the brown rice protein is very important, in my opinion, because it's hypoallergenic. Now, a lot of people nowadays have problems with soy and milk-based proteins. So if they have gastrointestinal problems, gas, bloating, indigestion, or allergies, then sometimes other types of protein will cause even more problem. There's fiber, digestive enzymes, extremely important when it comes to your gastrointestinal health. Antioxidants, these are these wonderful nutrients that protect our bodies from a lot of the onslaughts of disease. And it contains other powerful nutraceuticals. And these things I'm really excited about because I've worked with these things individually for many years. These things like spirulina, mangosteen, aloe vera, turmeric, resveratrol, and lots more. And these are things, again, that fill a gap that most products don't even come close to touching. Important thing, too, to look at is what the product does not contain. Does not contain dairy, does not contain soy, no MSG, no pesticides. Each batch is carefully tested for things like pesticides, heavy metals, that type of thing. There's no GMO, and there's no artificial color, flavor, or sweeteners. You see so many products now that are sweetened with artificial sweeteners or sugar alcohols, and these things tend to cause problems, one of which, again, is gastrointestinal problems. And one of the big issues with gastrointestinal problems is that when you have inflammation in your gastrointestinal tract, then that will compromise your immune system, because up to 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So if you got a problem in your gut, then you're going to probably have other problems as well. Okay, the superfood supports a number of different things. It increases energy. Most people that are on it for a few weeks say, gee whiz, I feel better. I feel better. I have more energy, better mental clarity. Again, we talked about healthy skin, immune function. People tell me all the time, Joe, since I've taken this product, I've not been sick. That's something that's very important, especially during the winter when the flu is going around, and now in the spring when other things will be going around. A lot of people these days have problems with blood sugar. The superfood will help to regulate your blood sugar and your insulin response, which again, it helps with your energy and it helps with losing body fat. There's a lot of studies out now about pH, and these studies are telling us that a healthy body leans more toward an alkaline pH. Well, it just so happens that fruits and vegetables and a lot of these ingredients will lend well toward a alkaline pH in your body, which is a healthier state. It helps to detoxify. Again, you probably know that a lot of these fruits and vegetables help to detoxify, get rid of the toxins in your body. Digestion, huge, huge, huge. You're not only what you eat, but you're what you digest and assimilate. Extremely important. Who is the product good for? Obviously, it's good for adults. Adults take it, they love it, and they see all these benefits. Now, we've seen that children is a market that we're really breaking into. In fact, we've been doing some new literature. The theme is Superfood for Super Kids, and it's pretty cool. It's got like a superhero theme. And we're learning that these children are not getting near the nutrition that they need, and they're loving this product. The parents are loving it as well because they're finding out that their kids aren't getting sick as often. They're not peeing off the walls when they use the product from hyperactivity. So there's a lot of benefits for children. And that ranges, our youngest child that's been on the product is about 2. It goes all the way to adults, to seniors. And one of the things that some of you have heard about is the incredible progress and results we've seen in some assisted living centers here in the Texas area. We've seen a lot of people that have been suffering from mental issues helped immensely by using this product. Athletes is another one. This is a fantastic product, especially when you get into this protein and a lot of these other, the antioxidants. All those things are highly needed by athletes. Now, as we talk about athletes, one of the things that we talk about a lot of times is when you work out, you create stress. And we have a product called Adrenal Fuel, which I've had a lot of experience with, and it actually started out in the medical practice several years ago, and we were able to get it licensed to NatraLife, and there are thousands upon thousands of satisfied customers with this product. Now, this is the area that we hit on the hardest with Adrenal Fuel, and this is something that some of you have seen. Would you believe that this is the reason for 75% of doctors' visits? And this causes weight gain, low energy, poor sleep, and low immunity. What is this? Some of you already know. It's stress. Boy, I'm not going to keep that slide up there very long. That stresses me looking at it. But stress has become an incredible problem in this country. And some people have said we're one nation under stress. And between 75 and 90% of all visits to primary care physicians are for stress-related disorders. 75 to 90%. And years ago, I worked in medical practice, and we found that to be true, that the majority of patients that came in, something that was wrong with them could be attributed to stress in some way. And more than 70% of chronic illnesses, that's when people actually get sick, stress is a primary contributor. So it's a big, big problem, and it needs some big solutions. Well, Adrenal Fuel is one of those solutions, because stress does have far-reaching effects. It can cause weight gain. We have a saying, I worked in bariatrics for many years, we have a saying that stress less equals weigh less. So if you get less stress, You're going to lose fat faster, especially belly fat. One of the things that stress does is it has a propensity to accumulate fat in the midsection. And that's the area that we don't want it. We don't want it anywhere, but the belly fat is one area that we really don't want it. Stress causes fatigue. We know after a while of going through stressful situations, you get tired, causes hormone imbalances. And this is not just for ladies, this is for men as well. A lot of people think, gee whiz, you know, this is menopause and postmenopause, all those things. But men have hormonal issues too. And one of the big things we're all talking about nowadays is testosterone. They have these T centers, all types of things. Well, guess what? A lot of these important hormones are produced in the adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands are just slammed when we're subjected to chronic stress. Causes cravings. Stress, because it affects blood sugar amongst dozens of other things, it causes cravings. It causes digestive problems. It'll cause inflammation in the gastrointestinal tract. It causes a poor immune function. Again, some of this is due to the inflammation. If your gastrointestinal tract, your gut is all inflamed, then all your soldiers are down there fighting, so when you get colds and viruses, they can't get up there to fight the other things that are going on with your system or attacking your system. There's low libido. Again, it's a side effect from stress. There's blood sugar imbalances. There's insulin challenges, and there's sleep problems. A lot of people say, you know, I can't go to sleep. And other people say, well, I go to sleep fine, but then I wake up in the middle of the night. Well, both of these can be attributable to adrenal imbalances and adrenal fatigue. And we found a lot of people when they begin adrenal fuel, many of these symptomologies that you see here disappear totally, which is pretty exciting. And these are the things adrenal fuel helps. It'll help increase your energy and endurance. I think just about everybody these days needs more of that. It'll help promote fat loss. That's a big one. So if you're on a weight loss program, adding the adrenal fuel can be a fantastic help for your losing weight. And that's a lot because of the fact that it helps with the cortisol production and production of these other hormones. So you get the hormones working a little bit more in harmony, and they're working for you rather than against you. Can strengthen your immune function so you don't get sick as often. Improve your concentration. We have a lot of people that say that the adrenal fuel has given me so much more mental clarity. And that was one of the things when I first started taking the product that happened with me. Within 3-4 days, I noticed that I just was thinking more clearly, which was exciting. And after a while, I had gone off the product for about a week, and I noticed I started getting foggy-headed again. So I know the adrenal fuel was helping. It'll improve sleep. You want to take the adrenal fuel during the day. You don't want to take it at night because you don't want your adrenals to be fired up at night. So you take the adrenal fuel in the morning and early afternoon, and it helps get the adrenals working properly. And when they work properly, it helps your sleep patterns. It can diminish PMS symptoms. I don't hear that term as much as we did a few years ago, but a lot of the ladies have problems with PMS and have reported that the adrenal fuel has really helped them. Supports healthy blood sugar and insulin. Now, this is so critical for all the things above, your energy, your losing body fat, your immune function, all those things, your sleep are all a byproduct of blood sugar and insulin response. So if you can help with that, you're going to go a long way toward getting healthier and feeling healthier. You can improve recovery from exercise. This is an area that we broke into about 2 years ago. We found that athletes, because they were subjecting themselves to a lot of stress, when you think about it, when you work out heavily, that's a stress. Well, it ends up being a good stress, but it's still a stress, and it adds to, it's kind of the straw that breaks the camel's back in some cases. So athletes started using the adrenal fuel, and they found that their recovery time was improving, and the recovery time was decreasing. So that's an exciting thing for someone that's working out hard. I know with Sandy, her daughter and son-in-law do triathlons, and those are extremely stressful, and people like that get very, very good results using the adrenal fuel. Our last product, and this is our most recent, our newest, although it's something I've worked with for almost 20 years now, and I've seen so many exciting things from aloe vera, and a lot of us kind of take it for granted because it has been around for a while. But you know something? There's not very many really good aloes out there, so if you're going to get the results that aloe has to offer, you need to have a good product, and this is a premium product. Now, one of the reasons that aloe works so well, years ago we used to wonder why aloe was producing the results that it was. Well, we found out that it has a huge connection with your digestion and your inflammation. So we call that the digestion and inflammation connection. Okay, as we talked about a little bit earlier, your digestion, you are what you eat and what you digest and assimilate. So you've got to have digestion and assimilation taking place to really get benefits of the nutrients. Again, 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So if your gut's messed up, the rest of your body is probably going to be messed up too. Now, the proof that this is a market that really needs attention is gastrointestinal products are a $20 billion a year product or group of products. That's the fourth largest over-the-counter drug in the country. So when you go into the store, the fourth biggest seller, $20 billion, is going to be in that section that has the Tums, the Rolaids, the blue pill, the purple pill, you name it. Now, inflammation, the problem with inflammation is most of the time it's silent. In other words, you don't really see it. And in your gut, a lot of the symptoms are gas, bloating, indigestion. Well, you think, well, that's no big deal, but that can be a sign that you've got inflammation going on. And that results in digestive problems. It ultimately can result in heart disease, allergies, arthritis, and even brain function. A few weeks ago, if you haven't listened to the seminar yet, or the webinar, listen to the one about inflammation, because you have this part of your body called the vagus nerve, and it runs from your brainstem all the way down. It's like an inflammation superhighway. It runs from your brainstem down into your vital organs and down into your gut. And when you get inflammation in your gut, guess what goes up and down the superhighway? Inflammation. So if you get that inflammation down in your gut, then you've got a long way to prevent inflammation and other problems. So we've got a saying, fix your gut and fix your, you name it. I've talked to people that have had gas, bloating, indigestion, and we got rid of that, and they said, you know something, my allergies went away too. Why did that happen? Well, your immune system gets those fighters back up where they need to be and fights the allergies and fights viruses and bacteria, all types of things. So if your body's working the way God created it, then it's very efficient at fighting. Okay, why is this aloe so special? Again, there's a lot of them out there. You can go to the store, you can find the bottles in your Costco and Sam's and all those things, but it's not the same. Okay, aloe is a modulator, and all that means is it brings biological systems into balance. And it contains growth factors. In fact, it contains more than 200 different things, but amongst those are amino acids, glycoproteins, minerals, trace elements, enzymes, and a lot of other things. And a lot of those things, we don't even know exactly what they do. We know that they're there, but we don't know exactly what they do. But that's the way, again, that God created this plant. It's a lot of things in it, and they're just traces sometimes, but those traces can be catalysts which create big results. It also contains elements called polysaccharides, and polysaccharides are pretty neat. They amplify the effects of vitamins, so people will say, you know, I've taken this aloe, and my vitamins seem to be working better. It can help support your blood sugar. It helps stimulate the immune system. These are the large polysaccharides, and then there's small polysaccharides, which are also anti-inflammatories. Those are the ones that, when you've used aloe topically, put it on sunburn, and the burn goes away. Okay, now why is NatraLife's aloe so special? It's whole leaf and cold processed. Now, when you use the whole leaf versus just the gel, then you get a lot of associated nutritional factors with it, and that's where you get into, rather than a dozen or so, you get into close to 200 different things. It's certified organic. That's really important because this product is a concentrate. So you need to start with a pure starting material, because if you start with something that's got dirt in it, so to speak, heavy metals or pesticides, and when you concentrate it, you're concentrating the bad things as well. It has over 200 active components. It's great for your digestive health. It's been miraculous in our family's life. It has proven healing power. Again, it's concentrated. This is so important. A lot of people say, I tried aloe and didn't do anything. Well, if you tried something that you might have bought over the counter, it might be just a shadow of what aloe really should be. So if you're going to try aloe, see if it works for you, you need to try the real deal. Thing about a concentrate too is you save a lot of money because you can mix your own aloe drink rather than paying for all that water, and that saves you on shipping costs too because you're not shipping water all over the country. And these are products that can change your life. And again, I wanted to do a core line that had a really big impact. There'll be a lot more products to come in the future, but these are products that really create some incredible result. Now, some of you might know this, but your body, your entire body rebuilds itself in less than 2 years. In fact, the majority in less than 1 year. So when you start treating your body right, giving it the fuel it needs, then miraculous things can happen in the months ahead for you. So I encourage you, if you're on the call, if it's the first time you've heard about the products, give them a try. They all have a 30-day money-back guarantee. They've had a lot of satisfied users. Our return rate is less than 0.1%. That means 1 in 1,000 people send the product down or back to us for one reason or another. So we've got an incredible success rate with it, and we just look forward to hearing about the positive results that you're going to have when you try the product. So keep those testimonials rolling in. We thank you for attending, and as the sign says, healthy life, next exit with NatraLife.